Wolff gives Verstappen verdict on Hamilton's place at Mercedes. Perez to pay cash for Red Bull's championship loss. Lewis loses engineer and Audi postpones F1 entry. These and all the latest Formula One news here on F1 Today. Wolff gives verdict on Mercedes vacancy. Formula One is a sport that transcends simple car racing. It's high-speed chess, where strategies, alliances and decisions have impacts that reverberate far beyond the track. At the center of this whirlwind of recent events is Max Verstappen, Red Bull Racing's prodigy, whose stay with the team has become the focus of intense speculation and analysis. Toto Wolff's confirmation on Tuesday that Verstappen will not be joining Mercedes in 2025 was more than just transfer news. It was a declaration of loyalty and strategy. Verstappen, who has already established himself as one of the most talented drivers of his generation, has chosen to remain with the team that welcomed him at the start of his F1 career and with which he won the world title. This is not an isolated decision, but part of a larger plan orchestrated by Christian Horner, the head of Red Bull. Horner, known for his strategic cunning, seems to have created a 2-year plan to ensure that Verstappen continues to drive for Red Bull. This suggests a clear intention to keep the Dutchman as the centerpiece of the team's project, a move that many interpret as a subtle manipulation to ensure the champion stays. The complexity of the situation is accentuated by the words of Helmut Marko, who openly criticized the performance of the Red Bull car, claiming that only Verstappen possesses the necessary skill to tame the machine. This statement not only highlights Verstappen's crucial importance to the team, but also exposes Red Bull's vulnerability in its dependence on a single driver to maintain its high-performance pace. The retention of Sergio Perez in the team also plays into this chess game. The continuity of Perez, whose performance has been questionable, strongly points to the possibility that his position may be sustained more by the financial support of his sponsors than by results on the track. This could mean an internal dynamic in which money and politics play a more significant role than talent and skill, and more, showing that a loss in the Constructors' Championship will probably be completely paid for by his sponsors, including billionaire Carlos Slim. In addition, Red Bull is facing challenges in maintaining its team of engineers due to a lack of financial resources and internal instability. The departure of talent may be indicative of deeper problems within the organization, suggesting that the team is struggling to maintain its prominent position in the sport. The deal with aerodynamics genius Adrian Newey, which allows him to continue assisting the team even after joining another team, demonstrates RBR's desperation to maintain its dominance. Of course, Newey says that this deal involves only minor consultations on the RB17 hypercar, but we and the Formula One circus all know that it probably means much more than that. According to various insiders, several teams may be using their hypercars as test sources for new aerodynamic models that could be applied to their single-seaters in motorsport's biggest category, meaning that Newey's guidance on the RB17 will probably end up being a way of helping the RB21 gain more time without this cost falling under Formula One's budget ceiling. Verstappen's decision to stay at Red Bull, therefore, is not just a career choice, but a reflection of the complexity and nuances of the Formula One world. His loyalty to Red Bull is testimony to his confidence in the team and its ability to overcome the current challenges. We still have a lot to talk about with the latest F1 news, but first I'd like to remind you to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more quality content like this. Verstappen downsized, interview about his home GP. Max Verstappen, Red Bull's prodigy, has expressed his determination to fight for victory at home, despite recent challenges that have put him in a position of downsizing. With the Zandvoort track set to welcome the best drivers in the world, the expectation is for a race full of thrills and twists. Verstappen, known for his exceptional skill and aggressive driving style, has faced a period of ups and downs this season. However, his passion and commitment to the sport remain unwavering. "I hope to fight for the win," said Verstappen, reflecting the spirit of a true champion who is undeterred by adversity. However, this same statement shows Max's cautious spirit when talking about his chances in his home race, especially when compared to what he said just over a month ago after the real dispute between Red Bull and McLaren began. Back then, after the fatal accident at the Red Bull Ring with Lando Norris, Verstappen assumed that he is not in F1 to be P2 but to win. The differences in positioning, however subtle, demonstrate one fact. As much as he hopes to fight for victory, Verstappen knows it won't be as easy as it was at the start of the year. The Dutch track, with its challenging corners and passionate crowd, promises to be the perfect setting for a fierce battle between the top teams. Ferrari and Mercedes are on Verstappen's radar as he seeks to regain his place on the podium and give his fans something to celebrate, while McLaren remain the Dutchman's main rivals in the quest for victory. The race at Zandvoort will be more than a contest of speed. It will be the real test of how the teams are doing after Formula One summer break and whether Red Bull will be able to get Verstappen back on the podium. Hamilton loses his engineer. He's been promoted at Mercedes. The Mercedes Formula One team announces an exciting career twist for Peter Bonnington, Lewis Hamilton's longtime race engineer. Known affectionately as Bono, Bonnington will not only continue his partnership with Hamilton in 2024, but will also take on an expanded role as head of race engineering. This promotion marks a significant moment for the team, as Bonnington has been a key figure in Mercedes' victories and development in F1. Bonnington, who began his Formula One career with Jordan in 2004, has a history of success and adaptation. His experience and leadership will be invaluable as Mercedes prepares for the challenges ahead. With Hamilton leaving for Ferrari next year, Bonnington's stay offers essential continuity for the team, but also represents an unspoken contender. With the departure of the British legend, it was hoped that Lewis would be able to take a number of the team's staff with him to Ferrari, and Bono's promotion demonstrates that a dispute between Lewis's Ferrari and Wolff's Mercedes probably took place, and the best offer was Mercedes, which allowed Peter to remain with the German team, but now in a new role. Bonnington's promotion comes at a crucial time, with Mercedes looking to regain its place in the spotlight after seasons dominated by Red Bull. With recent wins at Silverstone and Spa-Francorchamps, the team is showing signs of a return to form, and Bonnington's technical leadership will be key to maintaining that momentum. Hasty takeover of Sauber could put Audi in F1 by 2025. Automobile giant Audi is close to finalizing a historic deal to acquire Formula One team Sauber, with expectations of taking full control as early as 2025. This audacious move promises to accelerate Audi's strategy for the 2026 season, positioning it as a powerhouse in motorsport's elite. The news, reported by reliable sources such as Corriere dello Sport and Autosprint, suggests that negotiations are at an advanced stage, with only the final signature missing between Audi and the current owner, Islero Investments AG. Audi, known for its excellence in engineering and innovation, seems determined to put all the pieces in place before December 2025, ensuring a smooth transition and a competitive edge. While Sauber may keep its name for the 2025 season, transformation behind the scenes is imminent. Ownership and management are about to change, but the sporting spirit and passion for racing will remain intact. The challenge now falls to Mattia Binotto, former Ferrari team boss, who has taken over the leadership of the Audi project. With almost 3 decades of experience at Ferrari, Binotto faces the monumental task of revitalizing a team that has struggled at the back of the grid. Audi is counting on his leadership to develop not only the 2026 engine, which has already received special concessions from Formula One, but also to recruit engineers, foster a new mentality, and inject fresh ideas. The pressure is on Audi to secure the necessary financial resources and avoid being caught by surprise when the 2026 season arrives. Let us know what you think about the news so far. And if you haven't yet liked the video and subscribed to the channel, do so now so you don't miss out on the latest Formula One news. Also, don't forget to comment on the content itself so that we can improve our work for you more and more.